Welcome to GreyNoise University. I'm Michael Sargovakian, and this module is part of our GreyNoise API and CLI training series. In this module, we will be covering the utility endpoints and reviewing examples. In addition to all of the intelligence endpoints, the GreyNoise API also includes 2 utility endpoints that can be helpful for a variety of use cases. The first one is the ping endpoint. This endpoint is very simple, as it simply takes in the API key of a user and confirms if it is valid or not. This endpoint will either respond with a 200, meaning the API key provided is valid, or a 401, meaning that the API key provided was invalid. For usage monitoring, this endpoint does not consume any searches when it is used. Let's look at a sample. When a 200 message is provided, the endpoint will provide 3 output fields: expiration, message, and offering. The expiration and offering are associated with the subscription that is applied with the API key. If this responds with community as the offering, it indicates that the account is on the free tier. If it responds with VIP as the offering, it indicates that the account is associated with the VIP level account. If it responds with enterprise_trial, it indicates that the account current has an enterprise trial active. For all offerings except community, the expiration date is the last day the current level of access will be available, after which the account will revert to the community level. If the offering and expiration information are not as expected, reach out to support@greynoise.io for assistance. Now let's look at the tag metadata endpoint. The tag metadata endpoint is used to retrieve all of the information from the GreyNoise tag library, which includes all of the metadata for each tag. Additionally, it also includes a full list of all the current VPN services that GreyNoise has observed. This endpoint requires only a valid, non-community level API key be provided. The endpoint will return a 200 when the API key is valid, and a 401 when it is not. For usage monitoring, this endpoint consumes 1 search each time it is used. As a warning, this endpoint will return all tag metadata in the response, which includes over 900 tags at the time of this module. It does not include any additional parameters to find information on a single data, so the full response needs to be parsed when looking for specific information. Let's look at a sample of the data returned. First, we'll look at the sample tag. The metadata included provides details about the tag, including its ID, slug, creation date, category, intention, any associated CVEs, and any references. Let's look at the VPN_services output now. You can see that this section is just a list of the current VPNs provided that GreyNoise has observed. These can be used in the VPN_service key when doing a GNQL query. This concludes this training module. If you have any questions on the topics covered, please reach out to support@greynoise.io.